What's up, Dirty Cones? Whew. So I don't know if you guys are getting smarter or cones are evolving or people are just asking good questions or I don't know. I say it jokingly. You guys are obviously smart. You listen to me. Anyway, good questions today. Good questions lately. You guys really making me think. Earn my pay lately. So, two questions. One question about Operation Jade Elm, which is the large military exercise. And the second question is about society and are we sheltered too much? First off, Jade Elm, you'd be surprised how many exercises actually go on around the country all the time. So, no, I don't think the government's looking to take over. And no, the most realistic thing you're gonna get is training before you get into combat. Like I said, before 9/11, we used to go to New Orleans to do, ride-alongs and work on people who got shot and all kinds of trauma. But we went to major cities: St. Louis, New York, Philadelphia, places like that, because where else are you gonna see multiple gunshot wounds and trauma, vehicular accidents. Minus the JP-8 and rocket fuel and things of that nature, it's about the same, High impact, cars rolled over, extrication, things like that. So it's realistic training. Been to a couple goat labs and pig labs, and while I know PETA does not like that kind of stuff, the animals were well taken care of, and it was for training. And like I said, doing a cut down or doing a crike your first time on a live person, that could be kind of scary. Versus if you've done it a couple times, on a pig, done a chest tube, darts, things of that nature. So training's got to be as realistic as possible. So I think it's very important. So something like Jade Elm or Angel Thunder, any of the flags, red flag, maple flag, silver flag, they're all important. Like, you got to train like you're gonna fight. So people need to do stuff. So don't be afraid. I don't know if you can volunteer. I guess if you know somebody, you could ask. So I don't know. So I hope that answers your question. But don't be afraid. I think some Army general said that you may or may not trust the government, but the military has been working with you for over 200 years now, and they haven't taken. Hey, look at the robin. I don't think you can see it. They haven't taken over yet, so don't be alarmed. Second question. Are we sheltered as society? I don't know if you've seen any number of video games or, Grand Theft Auto, your Call of Duties, your Modern Warfare, any of that kind of stuff. I don't think we're very protected because that stuff looks pretty realistic. I remember the first time, I don't remember which Call of Duty it was, but it was one with the gunship. And, the first time, an RPG comes flying at you, like, I ducked, because that's what an RPG flying at you looks like. So, it was pretty realistic. And the gunship one, man, I had so much fun on that episode, just blowing stuff up. Oh, that was fun. I never played, video games, they look real. I think it's a respect thing that they cover the bodies, and I think that if we were respectful, that we would all just kind of look the other way, drive slowly, not like slow, like gawking slow, but slowly, so that way we don't hit any first responders, we don't hit any cops, we don't make any more problems, and everybody just kind of look forward, say a little prayer, think a happy thought, and hope for the best for those people and their families, and just go on with your life. There's no reason to look. I mean, man, there's a lot of pain and ugliness in the world, and I think that the only thing we shelter ourselves from is reality. Like we think, oh, it's not going to happen to us, or 9/11 was years ago, and the Oklahoma City bombing, and things like that. We don't realize that stuff could happen at any point. So I think that I mean, look at Nepal. I mean, that's why we have standards and codes for building houses in America, and it's sad to say that other places around the world they don't. And so I think it's important, follow the rules. Don't run from cops. Don't try to fight a cop. Don't worry too much. Just and I know that I've had cops pull guns on me before because I look suspicious or something. And so I mean I'm not the biggest fan of cops myself, but I don't think anybody should be killing them or hurting them, or they're people too, and you just gotta live your life and don't do stupid things. So I'm kind of bummed out about America and Baltimore, America and Ferguson, America and South Carolina. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, there's white on white violence, white on black violence, black on black violence, black on white violence. I mean, brown on white, white on brown, brown on black, black on brown. Everybody's got violence on everybody. Cops are killing people. People are killing cops. People are killing each other. It's a mess. I think so. Your best bet is just be a good person. Don't do anything that that puts you in a position. Sometimes, like I was coming out of a 7-Eleven at 3 a.m. and I looked suspicious. So the cops harassed me. Personally, I don't think I looked suspicious. I think I looked tired because for whatever reason I couldn't sleep. So my roommate and I were getting Slurpees, but cops said we looked suspicious. So, I felt racial stereotyped, but and the cop was a jerk, but I don't know. It's just that's what happens. Take the good and the bad, and for every one cop that's a jerk, there's 99 of them that aren't. So can't throw them all in. I mean, look, I grew up on NWA. I remember when I was 15 years old and I heard NWA and I was like, dude, this is some good music, And they're saying fuck the police, And then I bought Ice-T's speed metal band, Body Count. He had a song called Cop Killer, and I was like, dude, But it's music. You sing a song, you yell, you beat up pillows or whatever it does you do to get your angst out. You talk about it in therapy, I don't know, whatever. So you don't actually do it. Singing a song doesn't mean you're pro cop killing. It just means you're like, dude, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. The civil rights movement's still going on. I mean, look at how anti everybody is. If you're not with us, you're against us. And so I think we're sheltered, but we're not sheltered from violence because we see lots of violence. I think we're sheltered from, like I said, reality. And the reality is that we are all human beings and that we need to treat each other with respect. Respect goes a long way. I mean, I'll give it, and then once you give me a reason not to give you respect, then I'll take it back. But everybody I meet, I treat with respect, and yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, or yes mister, yes sergeant, yes whatever. It's just the polite thing to do. And if you show respect will be shown back to you. So I don't know. I don't even know if that's the answer he was looking for. But I think I mean there's, if anything, we might be sheltered because unlike Israel or Bosnia or Somalia or we don't see that kind of crime and violence every day. But I mean, if you live in a big city, Chicago, L.A., Miami, I mean, Miami, whew, dude, you don't want to be a armored car driver in Miami. That's not a safe place. But you only hear about it in the news. Vegas, somebody gets killed every day, but you don't hear about it in the news because it'd be bad for tourism. Um, Everywhere, every day, somebody's getting killed or shot or murdered or, well, I got killed and murdered, same thing, but, um, bad things happen. We're just lucky they don't happen on such a global scale like in other places. But, I mean, there are parts of America where, cops are afraid to go down the streets. There are a whole lot of lights and, it looks pretty dangerous. But I remember my bike ran out of gas on the southeast side of town in San Antonio. And people were like, whoa. And I always heard bad things about. But this dude was nice enough, let me park my bike in front of his house. And he took me to the gas station. I gave him some gas in his truck. And we filled up filled up my tank and drove home. I mean, I think it's, like you said, if you come to somebody with respect, smile, disarm them, being like, hey dude, my bike ran out of gas, can you help me? Versus, if I was just a jerk and, walked around like I was owned the joint, then, you go into someone's neighborhood, you show respect. You go into someone's town, you show respect. And the people in Baltimore, that's their town. Well, I mean, some of them aren't even from town. They came from other places, as reported by the news. And everyone's like freaking out. Oh, they called them thugs or whatever. If you're going to burn a city down, I think thug is about as nice a word as they're going to get. I'm not saying, somebody was like, well, you might as well just call them the N-word. No, knucklehead, you don't call someone the N-word. That's the worst thing you could do. But I mean, shoot, my kids do something stupid, dumbass, knucklehead, whatever. I mean, there's no reason to be PC. I mean, yeah, okay, you say, oh, well, you're name calling. Am I? I mean, if you're a convicted rapist and we say you're a rapist, am I name calling? If you're, if you're alleged thief, okay, you haven't been proved guilty yet. You're an alleged thief, but and every man in prison, says he's innocent, and shit, maybe a lot of them are. I don't know, but I know that people are people, and if you do something stupid, and if I do something stupid, dude, you're a dumbass. You're exactly right. I am a dumbass. I don't know what I was thinking. I admit sometimes I'm slow on the uptake on a whole lot of things, and I think, but that's what helps me out, because I'm like, all right, the next time I won't make this mistake. I'll figure it out, and you just gotta make different mistakes. So, sorry if I didn't answer your questions or I rambled on. A lot going on in my head. I'm kind of concerned about the country, Nepal. Worried about, just people everywhere. Just doesn't seem to be getting any better. And, I don't know if that's because with the way the news is, you can get it in, it happens here, and next thing you know, someone in New York or LA knows about it 2 seconds later. I don't know. Or if it's just getting worse. I'm open for ideas, if anybody's got any more ideas. I hope you enjoyed my talking. I don't think it was really anything motivational today. It was just answering questions. I think on this week's Sherborne Commandos, we're going to talk a little bit about Jade Elm. And Will Willis has got a new show coming on the History Channel, where they're going to have guys that build swords and knives and things, and they're going to recreate some of history's greatest weapons and see who does the best. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm stoked for Will. Will, always my brother from another mother, and the more good-looking brother, I must say. And so Will's awesome. That'll be good. Check that out. Sherborne Commandos, check that out. If you guys play hockey, or you're looking for some kind of mentoring outfit, makeothersbetter.org. That's a good thing to check out. They will work with you from young to old and get you to where you want to be. The theory is get you young, while you're 8th grade, ninth grade, whatever, and then mentor you and prepare you for whatever sport you're playing in, but also, for life, so you're good to go. So that's pretty exciting. My buddy, also MM, is running that out in California, in the San Jose area, but I know that they go to other places. I think Michigan and maybe some other places. And then check out afspecops.com or maybe .org. That's the new Rescue Athlete site. They got good workouts if you sign up with them. They're free. Softwad.com is another PJ in North Carolina. He'll help you out. These are all free. Nobody asked me to plug them. I'm just letting you guys know about other resources out there. Because I know you guys are like, oh, give us a workout, and I can give you workouts, but I mean, you can get a workout from anybody. I think what I prefer is like talking to you guys and kind of shaping your minds. I mean, because like I said, you can go to any gym, get a workout, you'll be fine. I can tell you some stuff what to do, but I mean, I'm not saying that I have all the answers or anything, but I think I'm doing pretty good. Now, if you'd asked me 20 years ago, do you think anybody will listen to you? My answer would have been no. Resoundingly. Because I didn't want to lead anybody, I didn't want to follow anybody, I just wanted to live in a Volkswagen bus and go surfing. And I was doing pretty good at that and was happy, but, I had to give something back to the world. Gotta earn your place. Gotta earn your death. So, couldn't do it. Although it was a good plan, and it worked out for a year or two, but what am I giving back? You got to give back. So this is my attempt to kind of help you guys out a little bit, because I know I was lost and looking for mentors and people, and luckily I had teachers and things, so that was good. And so reach out to people; they will help you. Especially teachers at schools, coaches, they're there because they like kids. They're there because they want you guys to do well. So listen to them and, and ask questions. I've picked up a new mentor lately, and, man, I asked this guy, I must be like 18 years old again, because I'm asking him everything. What do you think about conscientious objectors? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? I mean, you name it, I'm talking to him about it. And he hasn't told me any of my questions were stupid yet. So, and he's making me use my brain, so I'm enjoying that. So if you can find someone to help you out, go for it. So, in recap, as someone told me that it's good to recap what you talked about. Jade Elm, big exercise. Don't be afraid of it. It's a good thing. You should be happy that your special operators are working and training and preparing, because there are a lot of bad people out there, so they need to be ready. America, sheltered from reality, not so much death. And so read, listen. That's what you need to do. Read. If you need to, read the paper. Just because the tendency with the internet is there's too much information. And next thing you know, it's 8 hours later and you're deep into the web. So read a book, read the internet, read everything you can get your hands on, read both sides. If you're pro this or anti that, read the other side, see what your enemy's thinking. You gotta know what your enemy's thinking, you gotta know what they're doing. Look on the ISIS sites, not because you're supporting them, but because look at the face of evil and recognize it, because they're out there. So I hope this helps. Hope you guys are having a good one, and hope you enjoyed my sunset, and thanks for listening. Hoo-yah.